Welcome to Qigong and Yoga for neck, shoulders, hips, and low back. From Yanqul, Oman, on the Unite the World Firsthand, Drive Around the Entire Planet global movement. I'm Jesse Hart, a Full Circle Phenomenal, and this lesson is dedicated to my student Melanie. Reach out if you would like a private lesson. We'll start with our hands palm over the low abdomen or lower dantian, and just take a moment to relax and check in. Notice how you're thinking and feeling, physically as well as emotionally. Doing your best to accept yourself and your life situation as it stands right now. And we begin to breathe into it, fully in through the nose and steadily out your nose or out your mouth. We will often hold excess mental energy in our jaw, neck, and shoulders, as well as excess emotional energy in our hips and low back. So we're going to do what we can to release some of it today or move it around. Starting with the energy found at your low abdomen, begin to breathe and rub your belly, spiraling bigger and bigger, getting closer and closer to your heart center. Once you've reached your heart center, we're going to pause for a moment and then begin spiraling back in the opposite direction, going smaller and smaller circles until we reach the low abdomen. With an exhale, relax your arms down and notice how your body feels. We'll start by relaxing completely and letting the head surrender to the heart. As you exhale, slowly let your arms, shoulders, neck, and head, entire body hang down in a rag doll. Releasing as much as possible, not looking at the ground, but instead looking behind you, or perhaps closing your eyes and gently swaying your torso side to side. Feel the pressure building in your head upon every exhale. And then slowly tucking your pelvis gently, begin to peel your spine up one vertebrae at a time, saving your neck and head for very last. Shoulders and arms stay relaxed. Take your time, but once you've risen up, you can support your low back with your hands, or you can relax your arms down by your sides and open up the chest and shoulders even more as you back bend. Hold your back bend for one full breath before tucking your pelvis, flexing your core, and inhale, rising back up to standing. Before once again slowly exhaling all the way forwards and down, hanging in a rag doll. Perhaps lightly touch your neck or shoulder, just letting yourself know that you're present right now here with yourself. Maybe cross your arms and gently sway from side to side, making sure that your neck is loosening, your shoulders, arms, and torso. You can rotate around in circles, or move your hips in infinity loops, whatever feels right to you in this moment. And then let's shake out our head. Gentle, big yeses, making sure that neck is nice and loose. And then gentle, big nose, shaking the head side to side. Then move your head and neck in big circles or infinity 8 loops. Big breath in and full exhale out. Relax the arms, neck, and head back down before steadily peeling up your spine once again, vertebrae by vertebrae. And then again, supporting your low back with your hands or opening up your arms, twisting them open this time. Back bend, exhaling. Hold for a full breath in, full breath out. Inhale and then exhale, rise back up, untwisting the arms, and let's shake it out. Just loosen up, shake out those legs, shake out the arms, wiggle it loose and smile. You're feeling better, right? Taking the edge off, if not alleviating some of that discomfort. So smile and be glad for this day, be glad you're alive and investing in yourself. And we'll move into our first official Qigong form, The wise owl turns its head to eliminate fatigue, twisting out the arms and the spine together, inhaling, looking over one shoulder, exhaling, untwisting the arms and the spine back to front. Then we switch sides, inhaling as if we're twisting two doorknobs on the ground open, and then opening up the chest and shoulders, looking as far over one shoulder as we can before coming back to front, releasing the breath. Timing the breath in your own proper way. We're just making sure that we stay rhythmic with the breath, always moving and breathing together. We'll repeat this a few times on each side. This is one of the popular 8 brocades or 8 silk brocades movements. Won't go into all of them today, but that's another practice for later. Just keep twisting open and breathing full breaths. Feel the expansiveness throughout your whole body. And then we'll move into another of the 8 brocades. Interlacing the fingers, palms face up. Slowly inhale and rise up overhead with the hands and press the heavens up with the palms. Exhale, release the arms slowly down the outsides and down, softening those shoulders and releasing the arms back down to the hips. Where we once again inhale, interlacing the fingers, pressing the palms face up. This is very good for releasing shoulder tension, especially here where we soften those shoulders after inhaling, exhaling, slowly bringing them down. This form is called 2 hands support the heavens. It's also much like the fire direction and the toroidal energy movement. So think about burning through any blockages, anything not serving you, and releasing out the smoke out your crown, settling back down to earth. Now on this last one, let's exhale, stretch it high, and then side arch over to the left. Inhale, open up the shoulder and chest gently, look up if you can, and exhale, move slowly over and down even further. Hold for a breath. Then inhale, rise back up. Exhale, move over to the right. Pressing the left hip out. Before inhale, opening up the shoulder and chest. Do your best to keep your shoulders soft, even though we're pressing here. Exhale, lower, hold for a breath before rising back up on an inhale. Now we'll interlace the fingers, point the index and thumb straight up, hugging the arms next to the ears, and then again, exhaling, come down to the left. Arching as much as you can. Before inhale, open up the shoulder and chest. Exhale, lower further, hold for a breath. And then inhale, back up again. And switch over to the other side, back to the right, exhaling. Inhale, open up shoulder and chest a bit. Exhale, lower. Hold. Breathe. And inhale, slowly rise back up to center. Holding the energy and moving in the water direction of the torus, scanning through the body from head to foot as you lower your hands down. Inhaling now, floating the arms up the outside edges of the toroidal energy field, floating up like evaporating water, condensing into clouds, and then exhale, raining down through the body as conscious energy, softening from head to foot. Inhale, slowly stretching through the legs, through the hips, torso, shoulders, arms, neck, and head. And exhale, softening in reverse. Head, jaw, neck, shoulders, arms, sides, hips, glutes, legs, and feet. And this is also a great opportunity now if you have your future observations, short or long term, ready. As you exhale, scan and embody the person that you are becoming, visualizing clearly as you feel yourself from head to foot. Repeat this process. And if you haven't done your future observations yet, please reach out to me. We'll send you a free copy, free worksheet for you, or you can look in the video description and we'll provide a link for it there. And finishing up with this exhale, you should be feeling quite good now. Big shift in vibration. Let's shake it out and do a happy wiggle, shaking out throughout the body, bouncing into the heels, wiggling loose any of that tension that's still holding on somewhere throughout your neck or shoulders, hips, glutes, or low back. And then we'll gently twist it out from side to side and give ourselves a little gentle kind of passive massage as the arms flop and hit the hips and low back. Breathing still rhythmically, going side to side and looking as far over each shoulder as you can. Now add a little bit more oomph and bring one of those hands up to tap the shoulder and upper back. Maybe getting into the neck. Just don't karate chop yourself. Twisting and breathing. Slow it down until we come back to center. Good, and then shrug those shoulders out, bounce them out, wiggle them loose. And then let's inhale, bring both arms up, fill the lungs up, and big exhale, swoop the arms down and back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, arms and torso swoop down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Repeat this a few times. You might get a little bit of a head rush here. That's okay, that's normal. If you need to, stop at any moment. If you need to, sit down. Let's keep flushing the blood up and down the body, fully oxygenated, full of life force energy, connecting ourselves with the earth and heavens. We once again scan from head to foot. And then waving the arms like wings, with soft shoulders and arms, bringing the hands palms face up to palms face down, inhaling lift, exhaling lower. Picture as if you're flying through life, totally carefree. Keep those visualizations alive, and even pretending that they are in the present tense, embody it, and feel yourself from head to foot. Let's rotate out our necks. We're going to inhale and lift the crown up and away from the shoulders, shoulders down, and then exhale, round the chin across the chest. Repeat this a few times, full breath in, full breath out, creating a little bit of extra space in those upper vertebrae. Be sure don't crunch those vertebrae against your back by rolling the back of your head against your upper back. That's a no-no. Reach the crown up as you inhale, but switch direction. Still the same rhythmic motion, exhaling down, inhaling up. Notice how your shoulders begin to move, your hips begin to move, your weight shifts a little bit into each foot, back and forth. Then we're going to inhale and look over to the right. Exhale and look over to the left. Inhale right, exhale left. Keep this going for a few breaths. And then we'll inhale, look up, exhale, look down. Inhaling, exhaling. Feel the gentle stretch and keep moving the crown up and away from the shoulders. Then let's interlace the fingers behind the back of the head. Inhale, nice long straight posture, open up the chest, and then exhale. Use the weight of your arms to slowly pull your head towards the ground. Inhale, pause and breathe into where your spine connects into your back, and then exhale, lower a little further. Keep doing this for a few breaths until you get all the way down as low as you can go. Then release the arms down back into ragdoll. And inhale, peel yourself back up once again. Up, 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 breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. And then let's tap our hips and low back, massaging with gently closed hands, not quite fists here, all the way into the glutes, low back, low mid back, maybe even around to the hips a bit, and just massage this area. Loosen up any tension that you're still experiencing, any emotional energies, and then give it a rub down, just a gentle rubbing massage. Then hands on the hips. Let's get into those hips with some good old-fashioned hip rotations. Inhaling, hips forwards, exhaling, hips back. Start small circles and steadily, gradually, get them bigger and bigger until we're doing practically a side arch, a halfway lift, other side arch, and a back bend. But leading from the hips, loosening up throughout the legs, shoulders, neck, and head. Big full breaths into the lower torso and hip area. And then let's switch the direction. Go ahead and pause and reverse back in the opposite direction. And then spiral slowly back to center. And shake it out. Once again, bouncing into the heels. Feel that echoing out through your legs to your hips, torso, to your shoulders, neck, and head. Loosen everything up. Don't forget to be cheery, smile, feel silly, it's good for you. Inhale, lift the arms up the sides, and exhale again in the water direction of the torus. Bring the hands down the midline and scan. Pause, be in stillness, and notice how you feel, physically as well as emotionally. Then let's loosen up the shoulders even more, bouncing them out before rolling them forwards one at a time. Breathing rhythmically. Notice how my neck is swaying left and right, and then I go in reverse. It echoes all the way down into my hips. Everything nice and loose in the body now. Feeling good. All right, and then we'll shrug and bounce them out again, and then hands onto the hips. We're gonna move into one of the 12 rivers forms. We're gonna come into a lunge stance or a warrior stance, lunge forwards, inhale, come back, turn the foot in, and then exhale, bringing the chest forwards and down into that outside leg crease. Inhale, rise back up, open up the crease in the opposite direction, leaning back gently, and then pivoting on the heel, pointing the toes back forward, exhale, lunge the knee forwards. Then switch, going over to the other side. Heel pivots, toe forward, exhale, lunge. Inhale, lean back, turn the foot in, and bring the chest down to the outside of the left leg. Inhale, lean away from the left leg, and then pivoting on the heel, point the toes back forwards, and exhale, lunge again. We're going to do this side to side a few times. Follow along with me. As I said, this is one of the forms in the 12 Rivers Qigong, an outstanding series by Long White Cloud. Here on YouTube, I'll provide a link for it in the video description. Big shout out to him. Really love his stuff. And if you like, you can get in even more and kind of go into this proud warrior pose, bringing the arm up and overhead, opening up that side body and hip crease before coming back into the lunge, and then switch. Lunging forward, exhale. Inhale, straighten the leg, and lower the chest all the way down. Inhale, back up. Open up the arm, optional for you. Exhale, bring it down, pivot, and lunge forwards. Inhaling, back to the right. Exhale, pressing the knee over the pinky toe side of the ankle. Inhale, back, turn the chest, and exhale, bowing as if to bow to the outside of your leg. Feel the meridian line open, especially here. I added this little bit in myself because it just felt so good to do it like this. You can always move intuitively in Qigong. Ultimately, we're learning about how to let the Qi move and open us up. So the first step is going over these videos multiple times and learning the forms. But then eventually you let the form break itself apart and mold itself how it wants to go about it today. Or maybe you do a form from one series of Qigong or yoga and then another from another set. You don't even necessarily know why, but your body has an unbelievable intelligence. If you just learn to slow down and listening with more than your ears, but with your intuition. Good. Coming back to front, let's go ahead and bring this class to a close by gently patting out the sides with soft fists of our hips down our legs to our feet. Inhale up the insides of the legs to the groin, to the hips, exhaling back down the outsides of the leg, forward fold. Inhale, rising up, massaging the meridian lines throughout the legs and hips. Exhale, slowly moving down. Always recommended, breathe in through your nose and out through your nose for this part. And then let's massage, patting up past the belly, past the chest, exhaling down the inside of the arm, inhaling up the outside of the arm, going across the chest and collarbone, switching side, exhaling down, inhaling up, and then a little bit more gently across the neck and the face, the top of the head, patting the top of the head, back of the head, and then reaching around, tapping behind the shoulder to the upper back with one arm, and then the opposite arm. Giving yourself a pat on the back. Job well done today, you guys. Then to the mid back, to the low back, back around to center. Palm over the lower dantian once again. Checking in. Notice the shift. And let's begin spiraling once again with our hands. Going up and to the left. And then reversing, smaller and smaller, up and to the right. Relax the hands down, and let's do 2 closing forms. The first one, bamboo swaying in the wind, leading from the hips. Let your hips slide left and right, keeping your chest straight and echoing out through the legs, through the shoulders, neck, and head gently, as if you're sliding through 2 panes of glass. And once again, once you feel very relaxed, you can break form here. This is just about slow and smooth, softening everything out, feeling nice and chill. Good. And we're going to inhale once again. Bring those arms up overhead. Exhale one last time, scanning through the body from head to foot. Just being content with yourself, being grateful for yourself, for this day, for being alive, for all of the opportunities you have in front of you. You can do absolutely anything. I promise you, it takes just a few baby steps, consistent baby steps, gaining a little bit of momentum until one day you are unstoppable. Palm over the low abdomen, and then opening up into a Wuji posture, or sometimes I like to call standing Shavasana, and just embody yourself. Breathe Qi, life force, prana, in through every pore in your body. Feel the expansion and contraction with the slow inhale and full exhale. And with a sigh of relief, let it down. Checking in, smiling, feeling good. Hands together, gentle pressure throughout the hands at heart center. Let's bow to each other. Thank you for your presence and participation, for practicing with me today. Namaste. Please help us to grow ourselves and our life's purpose of sharing these practices and getting people to invest inwards all around the world. Subscribe and check out more free classes here on YouTube. Become a patron, sponsor one of these videos, or become a private online student. Thanks for watching. See you around the world.